Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for August 2019. And this is for you coming from Libra. So, first, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Now, this card that I've pulled for you has got to do with the first 15 days of August. And I'm going to apply it to your job area, you coming from Libra. And it is not a good card. You see the black moon there is going to show disappointments in the first 15 days of August for you, whether in job, finance areas, whether in business areas, and even in your personal life, you'll have to be very, very careful. But I want to concentrate on your job. So your job area in the first 15 days is not very secure. You cannot afford to plan to make changes. You won't get anything worthwhile. You may not get anything at all. So you got to work harder where you are to survive. So tell yourself the last thing you want to show is to show your temper, this card says, and you will be able to get things in a much better level. Now about your business and finance areas. Let's see what the card says for the first 15 days of August. It's a card that says you already have too much on your hands. The yellow around it is your ego. And for the sake of your ego, you want to expand, you want to beat the competition. Well, I would suggest you don't. Because apart from the ego, you're already burdened with enough responsibility. You do anything more, and there'll be an overflow of energy, which simply means wastage. So that's your business. And now romance, whether the old or the new one. Let's tackle it. We'll this card firstly talk to you about a new romance if you find one. It says you'll find the opposite, which means that the person you meet in the first 15 days of August will be the opposite of you. So that's trouble. So everything will not go very well. So I might as well put you on your guard. If you meet somebody in the first 15 days, take your time to understand that person. And if you feel that there are too many opposites about you, well, let it go would be better. If I apply this card to your ongoing romance that you already have, again, the problem is opposites. Both of you seem to be thinking of different ways of doing things or finding solutions or making plans. So it's you listening to me. So if you want to keep this ongoing romance, you'll have to bend backwards. I'm only talking of the first 15 days of August, that's all. So in the first 15 days, don't have a clash of any kind. Give way, be negotiable, be flexible, and you'll just get by. Now about marriage and family. Let's see what this card says. Oops, hold on a minute. Let's see what the card says about your family. All right. Well, you can see that there's a disagreement going on. And it also has to do with two things. One is, of course, the personal affairs between the man and the woman who are married. And secondly, something to do with spending. And this card can also show that aggressiveness will only attract aggressiveness. So since it's you listening to me, and if you are married, tell yourself the first 15 days of August, I got to be very careful what I say or what I do, because things are going to be either misinterpreted or just turn into a war of words. You don't want that. So lie low. Let's go to the last 16 days of August and let's see what this card says. I'm going to tackle your job area first for you coming from Libra. Now, this is a very good card. This card says that the last 16 days of August, if you have a job, it's going to be a very profitable job. You will get a pay rise, or you will get or do something very, very correct. And you'll be praised, and you'll be definitely in a position of happiness and a position of getting what you wanted. Is it more money? Is it a better position? So a brilliant card I've pulled for you where your job is concerned. Last 16 days is going to pay dividends for you. What about business and finances? Let's see what this card says. Okay, business and finances, it says you can form a partnership, but you see the sign of the planet Mars over there. That's what I don't like. And bottom that is a sign of the planet Venus. That's a clash between two people. So in business areas, if you have a partner, it may be a problem of partnership. If you don't have a partner, don't look for a new partner. So don't get into a peace of mind now that you want to expand and look for new partnerships. Well, partnerships are going to be the big problem for you in the last 16 days of August, where business is concerned. Stay as you are. Now, about romance, new and old. Let's see what this card says. All right. It's a very card of entanglement. You can see the love story inside there is all entangled up. And so why? The first issue I worry about is about financial situations. So in your romance, if you find a new romance, be careful. This person may have a lot of financial difficulties and you don't want to be part of that. And you have an ongoing romance, the last 16 days of August, a lot of differences of opinion about money. So money is the base of all problems for you in the last 16 days, what to buy or what to sell or what to keep. So is you listening to me? So try and postpone making any important financial decisions. Is it to buy that new condo or that apartment? Is it to buy the new car? So let this last 16 days of August pass, and then you get together and talk again, and that would be better for you where romance partnerships are concerned. Now we'll go to the area of marriage and family. Let's see what the card says now. Oh, it's quite a pretty good card, except for the sign of Mars right on the top. If you can see it, where is it? Right on the top there in red. That's the sign of aggression and over-daringness and exposure to risk. So the last 16 days in marriage, you don't want to do anything that's going to expose you to risk, whether it's emotional risk, verbal risk, physical risk, mental risk. You don't want that. Play safe, because it's you listening to me. And if you feel that your marriage partner is exposed himself or herself to risk, bring it up a bit gently. So when we see a card like this with the sign of Mars, do not be forceful. Use words which are soft and tender, and use a body language which is soft and tender as well. You'll get your message through. But something is going wrong from what I can see in this last 15 days where your marriage is concerned. Nothing is going to break down. Why? Because you see that black circle around it. You coming from Libra, for you it is good. So you are protected. The worst cannot happen. So why not try to be flexible and negotiable, and you'll do much better in the last 16 days where marriage and family is concerned. Now about lucky ages. So some of you from Libra are going to be very lucky in the month of August in any area of your life. And from this card, I will say these ages. If you happen to be the ages of 17 or 26 or 35 or 44 or 53 or 62 or 71, you're going to be one very lucky person in the month of August, whether in areas of romance, marriage, job, business, finances. In some area or another, you're going to sparkle. If you're not of these ages, then you'll need to see me one day for a 90-minute session. And that's going to cost you USD 50 to know your next 7, 8, or 9 years. Talk about that later. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky dates, DATES, for the month of August. Now, this is a card of unexpected good luck. So the dates are going to be in the month of August. The lucky dates for you are going to be the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, and the 31st. Do whatever you plan to do on the 4th, 13th, 20th, the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, and 31st. Do everything you want on these. Go to the casino, plan the travel, have your important discussions, go out, have a good time, and the rewards will be wonderful for you. Your lucky colors, what are they going to be for you? You coming from Libra for the month of August. Well, it's a card of the sky. So I'm going to say sky blue, light blue. Try to wear plenty of light blue, either in your clothing or have a handkerchief you can hold or sit on a sofa that's light blue. Try and contact the color light blue or sky blue, and you'll be very, very lucky with whatever you attempt to do in every area of your life. And lastly, for you from Libra, your direction. So what about direction? Well, there are 9 planets chosen to look after us, and they have surrounded us, and that has become our solar system. And so it's very important to see you coming from Libra. It's very important to now find out which direction would be the best for you. All right. From this card, I would say that if you face southwest in whatever you try to do, you're going to become very, very lucky. So everything that you plan to do, whether it's in job, in business, whether it's for your romance areas, your marriage areas, face southwest, and you're going to see that abundance and that wonderfulness of good luck coming for you, and the inspiration as well. Well, regarding the 90-minute session, yes, I will need your full date of birth, time of birth, and look at your palms. And you'll have that wonderful news of how to improve your next 7, 8, or 9 years. I'll give you your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky days, your lucky directions. I'll give you your personal lucky lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth, and most importantly, looking at your palms. And with all that information, you'll be very ready to get everything you need to do for success during your next 7, 8, or 9 years. So send me that email, AndyHoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com, and I'll come back to you and let's get it on so that you can be ready to get the best out of your next 7, 8, or 9 years. Until then, I wish you the best of August. Thank you and goodbye.